Hi, Fatima. What was your upbringing like?
Hi, Alex. So I think my upbringing was actually, I'm born and raised in New York City. So I have been in the city my entire life. I actually found it weird, I would say around fifth grade when I went upstate and I saw trees. I was like, where are the buildings? I was legitimately confused. Um, that made me realize that I kind of left out. I was not left out, but I definitely missed out on nature a little bit. But I do have a special appreciation for buildings. For some reason, being near them and being around in a mass of people is calming. I guess growing up in a city does that. So I'm just wondering, what's a community that you feel like you felt part of growing up?
Um, so I also grew up in the city my whole life. So I've, been surrounded by, I guess, Jewish people like me because I go to a Jewish school also. So just in my community, I've gone to the same school my whole life, so I've kind of grown up with them, and I'm really close with a lot of the people that I see every day. So I don't know. I feel like they kind of raised me in a way.
Yeah, just one thing. Um, so when Alex asks you a question, Fatima, so you should answer it, and then Alex will answer it back. So it'll be like you both answer each question.
All right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Got
But
it.
that was aside from that, that was good.
So for you, what's a community you felt a part of growing up?
I think that I felt really close to the, I would say, like clubs at my school, and that being a part of me being Muslim, me being a part of the Asian American community, the clubs were really diverse, and it really created a sense of everybody getting together, everyone, um, just being a part of this computer science club and letting aside their attributes, I would say, like, and just putting together the interests, which really felt like I'm a part of a really good community. Get that. Um, so I think we skipped over, but what was your upbringing like?
So, I grew up in the city too. I've lived here my whole life. Um, Honestly, there's not much to say. I've gone to the same school my whole life. I've lived pretty much in the same apartment my whole life. Um, so yeah, I'm a city kid.
I think we can both relate to that. So I think we can go to the third question, which was, did you have a happy childhood? Given, we're both city kids. How did it impact you? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say so. Um, I'm lucky to, I've grown up with two parents in my life, a great group of friends who, I've always been very close with. I've always loved the city. So, I love walking around, um, just taking it in, seeing all the buildings, seeing all the, random new people every day. I think it's the best city in the world. So yeah, I would say so. What about you?
I think that it was really cool. I mean, apart from like going to school, seeing the same people and then windows and waving to someone might be weird, but to me I think, oh my god, that guy is looking out for me, saying hi to him on the way to school is truly a part of my neighborhood. And I think that it really was a part of my happy childhood. It made me create memories. Really miss that. So what were you like in school? What are you like in school? That would apply to.
Um, I don't know. I guess kind of depends, what I'm doing, or I guess like what class I'm in or who I'm with. But I don't know. I like to think I'm a solid student. I enjoy most of my classes and just like, I don't know, learning usually. I love seeing my friends at school, as I mentioned. I'm, close with a lot of them. Ariel happens to be one of them. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Generally, I'm a happy person. What about you?
I think I'm honestly the opposite. For me, I really like to push myself in school and not just in school. I mean, everybody, anything academic, anything like work related. Um, I just feel like if I'm not exhausted at the end of the day, I haven't been working hard enough. In school, I didn't take a lot of AP classes because my school wouldn't like we had to take an exam and then go through this like random lottery system, and they would never pick me, which was kind of sad. So I didn't take AP classes, but I definitely did pull all letters because I had internships, I had clubs, and I feel like that competitive behavior followed me to college. So
Awesome. Where do you go to college?
so currently I finished the year at NYU, and then I had to transfer over to Queens College because NYU isn't really cost effective. So what about you?
No, I'm still in high school, but
Oh, okay. Good luck.
that's super cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be a senior next year. So
Okay, that's cool. I've been on TikTok looking at like class of 23, like college application season. I'm just like, oh my God, thank God it's over for me. That was one of the worst parts,
yeah,
but it
so
gets better.
gotta start that. Yeah. How would your friends describe you?
I think my friends would describe me as outgoing, but very determined because, I talk to everybody, but I am also like, you know what, when it's time to work, I gotta do my stuff. I won't ignore people. I'm always the person that like lets you know I'm not ignoring you because like if we're texting or something, I'm always like, you know what, I'm not ignoring you, just want to send you a quick text. I'm doing this, I don't want to be like leaving you unread. So I think that is something that a lot of people have mentioned to me. What about you?
I don't really know, honestly. Probably like I like to think I'm a nice person. I'm a hardworking person also. Um, I care about my friends a lot.
You
So
want me to describe you being one of your friends?
please.
I would describe Alex as very passionate when he has something that he likes. He's very passionate about it. Some examples would be like sports, for example. He's super passionate about the Jets and the Mets and whoever he supports, the Knicks. He's a great friend, very loyal, super fun. I think he's like in school and out of school, he's a completely different person. But he's also really hardworking and I would say probably, and he has his priorities in line. That's how I would describe him.
Thank you.
I really like how he was trying to not name anything negative. I hope there's nothing negative, but it's like, he's got you. That's
There's
good.
nothing negative about him. Not a
That's good.
negative bone in his
I
body.
appreciate that. So I guess you're in college now. So you could, I guess, either say now or back then. But so what was your favorite subject in school?
So actually, since it's technically my second year, but it's also technically my first year in a new campus, I gotta say so far, English is one of the best subjects. I wish I could be a math person. Like getting an answer right is so amazing, but I'm just not a math person. I can't do math. I struggled third grade, still am. What about you?
I've always been a good, like a big history guy, depending on like what era it is usually, because sometimes it's boring. But I don't know. This year I liked history. We learned about like I think the 20th century, so I thought that was interesting.
Are you like the type of person that can memorize facts, or is it just like you just listen to what's going on, history of our land and stuff?
I'm good at like I like to describe myself as like in school I'm good at understanding stuff, but if you ask me like literally what I did this morning, I could not tell you unless I thought about it for like 5 minutes. So I'm not a memorizing person.
Same.
Uh,
So I totally get that. Short-term memory. I think I answered that question. So, do you have anything like you wish you spent more time doing?
um, I mean, so I played tennis most of my life. Like that's been pretty much my sport. Um, and like I always kind of liked it, but at the same time, it's an individual sport. And so for me at least, it kind of came to a point where it was like hard to love it like a lot. And I never got like totally committed to it, like super into it. And then this year I didn't play really as much in the beginning of the year because I was kind of nervous I would, be too focused on school. And I kind of was. And then second semester I was on the team and just being on the team kind of like really changed it for me. And then I wanted to be a lot better than I was. So I guess if I had more free time and I wasn't like doing schoolwork, literally all my free time doing. That's, yeah, I guess that's something I'd love to have done a lot more. What about you?
I'm honestly gonna say I was the opposite. I'm the type of person that, especially like my senior year, and you're probably like, yeah, everybody does, but I was the person that would try to spend the least amount of time in school. Like, you would like swipe your ID in, and I would turn the other way, like when swiping, so you would count my attendance, but I wouldn't stay for the day. I really wish though I stayed for like school events. I wouldn't say the classes; they're always boring. But I mean, like just those events. I feel like you look back on the pictures on these days and um, really reflecting on them. I was never a school events type person. Had no school for it. I feel like if I was apart more, I would have made more friends. I would have, like had better relationships, I guess. So that would have been really cool to just give some time to and slow down. Do you have a perfect type of day you want to describe?
Perfect day. Um, I guess just like, I mean, I gotta think about it, but maybe like nice, like 70 degrees, not too hot, in the summer, spring, whatever, with my friends, maybe go like to the park or somewhere for the day. That's nice. Just have fun, hang out, maybe throw a football around, just like enjoy each other's company. It's nothing too complicated. Uh, do you?
Honestly, I didn't think of the place. You brought up a good point, but I'm just thinking about New York City. I mean, I wish that I could wake up early, like see the sunrise. That would have just completed my whole day. Like no matter how unproductive I am, and I hate being unproductive, but like if I start up and I just see the sunrise, that would, I think, really create this sense of, okay, I think I got the day, no matter what I do or don't do. What kind of music do you like? Mine is all over the place. Like it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm all over the place too. I'm like, my music taste is very basic just because I never like care enough to find music that's not basic. It's like popular for a reason, I feel like. But uh I like some rap. I don't love like new rap, but like some like older rap. I listen to rock sometimes, pop music. Like I'll listen to rap 1 minute and then listen to like, I don't know, like Ed Sheeran like 5 minutes later. Like, just very different kinds. What about you?
Definitely. I think that music influences like your mood or what you're trying to feel for that hour, creating some background noise. I think that I really like what's like trending on TikTok, the music, because it really creates like this base and this foundation. But then through that, I won't really like everything. I'm not really into Doja Cat, but I am into Post Malone, which is weird because I thought like, they're both hip hop,
Yeah.
they'd be okay. But I don't know. I really love Joji though. I will say, like, I've been on his entire playlist on repeat. So I guess that's the one that's like, yeah, in my mind.
I
Um,
saw I saw Ed Sheeran at Gov Ball, and it was so great. He was such a good performer. Like,
He's awesome. I love Ed Sheeran.
yeah, he's. Oh, wait. Did I say Ed Sheeran? I meant Post Malone. What was that? I saw Post Malone at Gov Ball, and he was one of the people that you said you liked, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great.
Everybody went to I think the Weekend's concert. Like everybody went to the Weekend's concert, and they were posting about it, how they got floor seats for $30, and I was like, I'm right here, but I didn't go. So
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Um, what's the last great show you binged?
It's gonna be that it's Squid Game, I think, Netflix. Yeah, that's the one it's called. I mean, it had a good plot, and I'm just saying that because I didn't want to like pause it just because it was boring, then go back to it. It was an okay show, I guess.
I started watching it. Like I watched the first episode like when it came out, and I thought it was really good. And then I was gonna watch the second episode, and I just forgot. Just never watched it again. Um, I'm watching a show right now called The Boys. It's like the darkest show ever. It's like crazy, but it's actually really good. So I'll say that.
I think my favorite celebrity is Noah Schnapp, and I don't know if I said his last name correctly, but only because he's like one of those kids like we're almost the same age, but he posts like he's like just going to a regular high school. Like he doesn't act like he's popular, and for that I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're kind of cool.
I have to
Um,
say one thing. my cousin goes to school with Noah Schnapp, which I think is so cool because she lives in Scarsdale, which is actually I'm in Scarsdale right now, because my grandparents live here. And so Noah Schnapp grew up in Scarsdale, went to Scarsdale High with her. They're in the same grade and they were friends. So I always used to think that was the coolest thing ever. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like really, I don't know, like doesn't have like that, oh, I'm better than you, which I think is something that everybody should have, but unfortunately, no.
I feel like he tries to be a little too normal sometimes. Like I remember like he got into college and he was like going crazy, like, how did this happen? But like, obviously, he's um, my favorite celebrity, I don't even know. Um, it's probably gonna be like an athlete or something. Maybe Zach Wilson. He's the Jets quarterback at the moment. So he's up there for sure. I met him a few weeks ago or months ago because he was like doing a thing near my house. So that was cool. This one's tough. Uh, what's your most controversial opinion?
doesn't need to
I'm
get
trying to think.
political, by the way. It
Yeah,
could be like anything. Like you like chocolate more than
Oh
vanilla.
my God, I have one. It's not political at all. You know what it is? I used to be and like I don't want you guys to be like ending the call right here, but hear me out. I used to put cereal before I poured the milk, and then I literally got bullied for it. Like I don't know why, not bullied, but it was like everybody. Every time I mentioned it, everyone's like, "You gotta stop."
But you mean
Like
milk
wait,
before?
wait. Yeah.
no, the cereal first, because I like watching like the cereal rise. You
Oh,
know?
that's
Yeah.
normal.
See, he gets it. Like,
That's normal.
but
Yeah.
now I'm just like whatever.
No,
But yo,
that's
before
it's
we
weird
Uh,
to put the milk first. You have to go back.
you can't do milk first though.
You have to switch it back.
Then the
I'm telling
cereal
you, it is
gets
so
milk.
weird. No, I can't believe you
Ah,
switched
yeah,
milk first.
yeah,
I'm like passionate about this.
yeah, exactly. I'm a big cereal guy, so it's important. Um, so I get a lot of hate for this. It's not really an opinion, but like whenever I get ice cream, unless it's like those little like pints of ice cream, I get just like straight up vanilla ice cream. Because I'm a guy like I don't need anything too complicated. Just like simple, does the job. And I always get hate for it whenever I get ice cream with someone. So I think vanilla is the way to go. Vanilla and some M&Ms potentially.
as long as you put like toppings, because I was like, if you just say just vanilla, then I might not
Now on its own, yeah, that's
like
unacceptable.
judge. Okay, we're going deeper. Have you ever been in love? Just right away. Just
I don't know.
ready.
I don't think I can say that I have at this point in my life. What about you?
Um, I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna go like a little more deeper because I'm a very avid like book reader and lover. So if I ever have a crush on this guy, I won't see him for him. I'm gonna see him as the characteristics from my book, which really I should not do. Like imagining a person who they're not, and I think that's why I'm like, oh, I'm in love with them, but I'm really not. It's just the guy from the book. So just visualizing and daydreaming. I have never saved a life. I don't think I have, maybe, but not to my knowledge. So,
I don't think I can say I've saved a life either.
um, has anyone ever saved your life? I think I was drowning in fourth grade, like just casually.
I
But
think
it wasn't like that deep because my dad did come and save me, so I'm alive. Nobody like called an ambulance, but um, yeah, I think. Um, have you ever lost someone you love? Have you?
well, so last year my grandfather died, but he was sick for many years before. So I think the sadder part about it was like I knew him my whole life, but I never truly got to know him, because he was like he just couldn't like really communicate for like once I was a real person. So I guess yeah. Have you?
Well, it's good that you have like memories of your grandfather, but I'm going off of that because my grandmother did die, but I didn't know her that well to like love her and miss her.
Right.
So I'm gonna say no, I didn't lose anyone I love just because I didn't, fall in love with anyone that deeply yet.
Do you believe in God or gods?
I'm gonna say yes, but it's also gonna be like not just because I'm Muslim, but I believe that there is something superior to what we are. Um, Not to get like all religious, but like, you know, there's a moon, there's a sun, and I don't think that it happened coincidentally. That's like literally, I'm not really that religious, but um, that's really it.
Yeah, I'm not super religious either. Um, but I feel like I don't know how or in what form, but I feel like there has to be something. Like this can't just all be like random. So
Right. Going with that, do you think that there is an afterlife?
I guess kind of the same thing. Like it's kind of I feel like it's just hard to like wrap your head around the fact that like after you die, there's just like nothing there. So part of me wants to believe that there is, but like obviously I have no way of knowing.
I'm gonna say yeah, like just like you said, it's hard to imagine there's something non-physical. Like I think there is an afterlife, but it's just so hard to be like, something outside in space because I haven't like had an encounter. So, you know, it's not because it's not there that I can't see it and not like I don't believe it, but I think there is an afterlife to sum it up. So I guess we're like concluding. What are the most important things in life to you? I guess now, or do you have any
I think
concluding?
in general, just like I feel like no matter what you do, relationships are probably the most important thing. Um, More specifically, obviously, like my family uh, and my close friends, like their health and safety is probably like the most important thing to me. Um, and I don't think you can put any like monetary value on that. Your relationships and just like having the things you love be, I guess, like protected and stay in your life. So, do you?
I think I'm very similar in that, but it's also like um, I value my relationships, I value my time, but I also value like a non-productive day, and this to the point where if I have like done nothing all day, I can't sleep. Like I need to do something. I need to finish my assignment list before I go to sleep, or I can't. It sucks. And it's kind of lighthearted, but it's also like I value, just like making sure and you're aware of your time. Like 2 months of summer, I haven't wasted it per se, but I feel like there's more I could use my time for, and it's really important to know like I have this mindset it's gonna be 8 p.m. like in half an hour in New York. So by 8 p.m. what do I want to accomplish? And that simple question, if by like 8 p.m. I don't do anything, then it just means that I either didn't set a goal for myself or I didn't like I don't know, plan properly or something. Um Going with that, do you have any hopes and wishes for the future?
Um, I mean, I'm graduating high school soon. I'm getting to that point in my life, so I guess just like I hope that, and like I trust that it will. I'm pretty optimistic just in general about life, but just that everything works out. As I said before, like I keep in contact with my close friends and family. Hope they stay safe and healthy, and that I don't know. I guess like I get to where I want to be in life, have a happy family eventually. Just all that.
I don't know. I mean, I think one of my biggest hopes, and like apart from getting a full time job, like getting masters and all those academic stuff, I want to make sure I don't screw up. Because sometimes like you're choosing between two options, and I'm like, if I choose the wrong option, I do that to myself, and that's like something super scary. So I'm always trying to weigh my options and hoping that what I do is what's best, that I'm not hurting someone's feelings. I'm making sure like I'm aware of everyone who's involved in my actions and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I know Ariel, do you want to say something?
No, that was it. That was a great conversation. You guys were both very like natural, talkative. It was great.